so glad we finally arrived to this because this is probably without a doubt my all-time favorite Godzilla movie. It's the movie I watched the most growing up. It's the movie that even now as an adult when I look upon it, there's a lot of corny cheesiness and fun and imagination going into it that I can still enjoy. And it gave me one of my favorite Godzilla foes. This is 1972's Godzilla vs. Gigan. Oh yeah, I'm a Gigan fanboy. You got people who love Mothra or love Rodan or love King Ghidorah, but Gigan, he is, without a doubt, one of the best things to come out of the Toho-verse of monsters. There's just something about that design. Buzzsaw's stomach, hooks for hands, later to be made interchangeable with chainsaw hands, and a sweet parrot face. I don't know what appeals to me about that, but I just love the visual idea of this character. And he comes with a lot of clout as well because he is actually the first opponent to make Godzilla visibly bleed on screen. Not even King Ghidorah got that prestigious title. Godzilla vs. Gigan has a lot of historical significance as well because it's the last film for Haruo Nakajima. That is the name of the performer who portrayed Godzilla since 1954 with the first Gojira movie. So when you watch Godzilla up on the screen going through these motions, know that it's the original Godzilla actor putting his heart and soul into his final performance. And I know I have to address the human element of the movie, but honestly, the human element in this movie doesn't bother me so much, or it doesn't feel like such a chore to get through as it did in previous films. The characters I engage with a little bit more than I did in other outings for this series. I don't know, maybe it's because the protagonist has roots in being a manga artist. I'm an artist myself, so I can relate to his struggle of constantly looking for graphic design work.
Shukra, the dreaded monster of homework. Marmagan, the monster of two strict mothers.
Is there a certain resemblance here?
Maybe it's that his friend, girlfriend, maybe sister is a martial arts expert and gets to show off some of her stuff against suited up alien bad guys.
You, get out!
Maybe it has to do with the plucky sidekick who holds him at gunpoint with a tinfoil wrapped corn on the cob.
Oh gosh, I think he's fainted.
Huh? Oh, he must have thought it was a gun.
I don't know. There's nothing really outstanding about these characterizations or these characters. There never really is in these films, but I do just like them. They are very likable. Maybe it's just because I've watched the movie so many times and I'm so used to their characteristics and their performances that it's not a slog for me to get through the human parts of this movie. This again falls into the trope of aliens from far away wish to colonize our planet, and the way they can do this is to summon some space monsters. They send this space signal out there and King Ghidorah and Gigan answer the call. And these critters from Space Hunter Nebula M, they're not just humanoid looking, walking around in silver condom suits. No, they're suave, sophisticated, dressed to the nines, dead guys. I should clarify, the aliens inhabit the recently deceased bodies of people and assume their identities. And what do these aliens actually look like, you might ask?
A cockroach.
Yeah, I know they're just cockroaches shot on a miniature set, but damn, that kind of terrified me as a kid. I want to say like the last 30 to 40 minutes spends a good deal of time focused solely on Godzilla and Anguirus versus King Ghidorah and Gigan. And I remember being really young and genuinely investing in the possibility that Godzilla is not going to get up from these attacks. feels like the best tag team wrestling match you could ever watch. Godzilla and Anguirus are just throwing their all into it and trying to, at times, touch base with one another in order to be able to take out their foes. There is a funny little shot at one point where Gigan just stands next to King Ghidorah, and now I can't help but envision the sound of the Monster Island Buddies guy doing his voice for Gigan.
I just want to be friends, you know? You guys? Am I right? You're my friends. You guys?
I very much recommend his channel. Oh, what else is there in this movie? Oh, how could I forget?
Hey, Godzilla! What do you want? Something funny going on. You better check. Oh, yeah.
The Godzilla talks in this. Now, this really isn't anything new. We've heard Manila talk in his goofy voice, but this is the first time Godzilla vocalized something other than his classic screonk. In the original Japanese cut of the film, I believe they just stuck to the classic Godzilla roar and so forth, but they actually used like Japanese speech bubbles to indicate what he was saying to Anguirus at any given time. But for this English dub, I don't know, I'm actually kind of giddy that they used an actual voice actor.
Hey, Akira, come on! There's a lot of trouble ahead.
For many years after, whenever I would watch a Godzilla film, either from before or after this particular selection, I always envisioned this very distinct voice in my head. And wouldn't you know it, it's actually the voice of the guy hired to direct the dub. I know with this being my favorite Godzilla movie, it feels like I should probably be saying a lot more elaborate and detailed stuff, but honestly, when it comes to some of my favorite things, I don't want to give away too much of the joy or surprises. As much as I'm recommending all the Godzilla films that I've been showcasing this summer, I do recommend you check out Godzilla vs. Gigan before any of the others. It's pure wild abandonment of sense and logic. That's on par with previous and future installments, but I just kind of feel like there is a little bit more genuine heart and affection put into this product. Maybe it has to do with the fact that Nakajima is hanging up the rubber suit after this run. Maybe a little bit more effort was put into it to make it a special occasion for him. I don't know. And like I said, it gives the first appearance of my favorite Godzilla villain. You can't go wrong with a buzzsaw-bellied space parrot. And I am hoping against hope that there is some kind of secret reveal or cameo for Gigan in the upcoming Legendary Monsterverse crossovers. Please, Legendary, please give me my big space parrot. A couple of years after this movie, Godzilla trudged onward through a few more features, but eventually the character went into hibernation for about a decade, until he was revived in the 80s to usher in a new era of Godzilla storytelling, and honestly, my personal overall story arc for the character. Check back next time because things are gonna get heisei. I don't know if I pronounced that right.
You guys?